said hello yet. I'm also this stylish accoutrement. I made a mental note yesterday when I was doing this skincare. I was like, oh, I should definitely include these in the vlog. I've been really enjoying these products, and I know that if I don't do this now, I'm gonna forget. So this is a temporary intermission just while I remember to do this. It's not even that exciting. It's just 3 products that I really wanted to tell you I've been really enjoying in the mornings. Now that I'm doing this, I'm like, why was this such a big deal that I had to make sure I remembered this? Also, the irony of me spending time on a routine to make my skin look moisturised and hydrated and glowy while necking a large cup of coffee is not lost on me. We begin with a classic, some Pixie Glow Tonic, which I basically forgot existed and haven't used for ages, and then did a big sort out of my cupboard the other day, rediscovered it, have reintroduced it, and really like using it in the mornings. I've then been using this fancy little thing, which I've never bothered with before. It's vitamin C. I don't get enough of it in my diet, so I figured I should probably put some on my face. This particular one is a bit fancy. It's from Antipodes, which is one of my favourite skincare brands, and they actually sent this over for me to give it a try. This is their new Glow Ritual Vitamin C Serum, and I've just been really liking this before I pop a load of moisturiser on. And I do like the fancy, ooh, a little pipette here. It's got a little bit of glow in the actual like product, which is really nice, and I feel like it's helping just to like brighten my skin, and I think it's good against pollution and that kind of thing. So now I'm going back into the city a lot more. Feels like a wise thing to be wearing on my face. Moisturiser, I'm not fussy at all. I don't have a particularly exciting moisturiser to show you. I'm actually using up a teeny tiny sample of this Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. Hey, the dolphins love it. I've actually quite enjoyed this moisturiser, but it's got such a strong scent to it. It smells like a spa kind of scent, which is lovely, but I don't really want it on my face. Also, I'm so sorry if there's noise in the background. There's a man blowing leaves with a machine. Not just like... Right, and the last bit of this very random, probably quite uninteresting segment, but I was just determined not to forget to tell you. This is an SPF which I bought probably a couple of months ago now, I think. I've been really determined this year to find an SPF that feels so effortless to wear, and like it basically isn't existing on my face, that I don't resent wearing it under makeup and stuff. Like, it just falls into my skincare routine, if you know what I mean. So this is a brand which was totally new to me. It's called Thank You Pharma. It's a Korean brand, and this is their Sun Project Water Sun Cream, Factor 50 plus, and I've been using this religiously every day since I got it. I love it so much. It is so lightweight. It disappears to nothing. It doesn't feel like there's anything on your skin, but it gives the best glow. And I'm sorry if I look a bit bad and bruised because I've just rubbed in 10 million products, but I'm hoping, look at that glow, that could guide ships home in the night. Can I bother to put any makeup on? Almost certainly not. But I will take off my bunny ears. Okay, I have plonked myself on the beanbag, although I will say the beans are not appropriately positioned. I might need to do a quick rearrange. Hi, how are you? Hope all is well. I hope life is treating you beautifully. I hope you are feeling good about yourself. I hope life is being kind to you right now. So it's been a little while since I last made one of these home vlogs. I was on a bit of a roll with them for a while I was like doing the stairs up and stuff, and since I kind of wrapped up on that one and kind of ticked that project off my list and that was all done and dusted, the balance of how things have been fitting in my kind of day-to-day life has changed a little bit, and my old writing job has actually kind of taken over again, and I'm back to kind of working at that more now. It just feels really lovely for writing to be the thing that's taking all of my time up and all my attention and energy up again, and that's what kind of like makes me feel a bit more balanced and right. And as well as that, I've then also been juggling my time with another kind of separate project that I've really wanted to put together for a really long time now, and just never really had the time or the attention to give it what it deserves. So I've really been trying to sink my teeth into that because I'm excited about it, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. I kind of had this like sort of a bit of an epiphany recently where I was like, I'm incredibly lucky in that this is a real chunk of my life where I can still afford to be selfish and, you know, invest my time into the things that I really want to do just for myself. And that kind of real luxury of being able to invest in yourself and think about your own future and that kind of thing, that chunk of life doesn't necessarily last all that long. And it was like a little bit of an epiphany like that I had fairly recently, a few months ago, where I was kind of like, there's things I want to do, there's things that I want to achieve and create, like now is the time that I have to do, like I have to do that, like I deserve to let myself use this time to do that. So hey, there's my little life lesson for today. There's always one or two little hidden life morals peppered through these videos sporadically. So there's today. So yeah, I realise that is a bit vague and whatnot, but I've just been busy working basically. Busy earning, can't get enough. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Anyway, back to today. It's a quiet one. It is a very grey and wet and rainy day. It feels so autumnal. We're now officially back to cozy autumn weather. Oh my god, look at this that came in a PR package the other day. I now have my very own autumnal garland. I really want to put it around the front door, but I think I've scarred Adam with that Christmas wreath incident, which I'm sure I've talked about on here before. I made a Christmas wreath last year with all sorts of gorgeous dried flowers and plants, and then I hung it on our white front door and it rained, and the moss that I'd used to make this Christmas wreath leaked very dark vivid green paint all the way down our white front door, and it looked like the Grinch had been massacred on our doorstep. And I think Adam will never let me hang up any kind of festivity on our front door ever again. I really want to like have a lovely autumnal display on our front door, but these are like plastic, so it could end in disaster. And I've since painted our front door a beautiful sage green. So the last thing I want to do is give it a nice like phoenix coloured blood spatter all over it. Anyway. Hope you've missed this chaos. Here I am with my feather boa of leaves. Da, 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 da. First thing on the agenda for today, I would also like to apologise for my hair. I slept on it wet last night. We all know. So first thing on the agenda today, apart from finish this extremely cold cup of coffee, is a little unboxing because my latest Desenio order has just arrived, which I'm so excited about. We recently gave our bedroom a little makeover, a much needed makeover. And I'm going to show you that soon because I absolutely love it. It looks so good and we're so pleased with it. But the last little step to kind of complete that is that I now want to like refresh all the prints in there because all the old prints matched our old colour scheme. So big thank you to Desenio for sponsoring today's video. This absolutely cracking box has just turned up with our lovely delivery driver. So I am going to open this up and show you what I've chosen. Elegantly modelled by Flo here, as always. Oh sorry, did I disturb your modelling, or are you just giving us a different pose? Perfect. So I've just unboxed my Desenio order. You might be able to tell I've gone for a bit of a green theme. We've got these nice mint leaves, these little sketched sunflowers. We've got this nice kind of really simple neutral rainbow, this really pretty leafy one, and then the main one that I wanted was this gorgeous Monet print. I've got another one of these Monet prints from Desenio downstairs in the living room of the sunflowers, and I absolutely love it. So I couldn't resist getting the water lilies as well because I thought the colours would be really, really nice in our new bedroom scheme, which looks a little bit like this. I'm so happy with it. I just absolutely love how like calm and fresh it is. I'm sure you will have heard me talk about Desenio before because pretty much all of the prints around this house are straight from Desenio, and whenever we want a little bit of a refresh in a room or to change things up a bit, new prints from Desenio are one of the first things that we do because it's such an easy way to freshen up a space. They have so many options on there. They're constantly updating their collections, and I think every time I've placed a Desenio order for this house, for the flat before, I've always used their gallery tool on the website as well. It helps you kind of construct a gallery wall on the website so you can visualize how all the prints are going to fit together, how all the colors look together. So I'm going to have a little reshuffle in here. I'm going to pop these on the wall now. The last thing I have to tell you is obviously the best bit. I have a discount code for you. If you want to spruce up your space a little bit, you can use the code LucyWood on Desenio, and that will get you 30% off prints. That excludes hand-picked and personalized prints, but is valid until midnight on the 23rd of September. 30% off. I will pop everything you need to know in the description box down below if you fancy placing a little Desenio order. Right, I haven't really planned where these are gonna go, So we'll see how this turns out. It'll be as much of a surprise for me as it will be for you. So after a lot of umming and ahhing and chopping and changing, I've gone for this little setup, which I think looks so lovely. I love how this leaf one like ties in perfectly with the big cushions and the blanket that we've got on the bed. And I'm so pleased with how all these colours tie together. Like this natural colour in this one ties in with the wall, and the orange with the little plant hanger. And then I think above the fireplace here might be my favourite. So I've popped the Monet print above the fireplace here, which I just think looks lovely. Those colours are just so beautiful. It's so like tranquil to look at. And then this is so kind of minimal, but just adds a little bit extra to tie that like nice natural colour in. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. I love it. I have just had a very quiet lunch break. It's one of those days where I'm very aware of how alone I am. But you're never really alone with some good fiction. You've probably guessed that Adam is not here today. He's gone into the office today. He's doing like 3 days a week now. And it's, I don't know, I feel like I never, like previously, pre him working from home all the time, I was never aware of like how quiet the house is when I'm just like pottering around by myself. It's gonna take some getting used to getting back into like working by myself more regularly. I've had a little wrap and I've just read a little bit of Hamnet. This is my current read, and I will confess that I tried to get into this once a couple of months ago and shelved it again. I was like, I'm not enjoying this. And that is really rare for me. I almost never ever stop reading books to pick up something else, but I had more exciting things that I wanted to get on with, so I shelved this, picked it up again a couple of weeks ago, and have got really into it again this time. So just goes to show you, give stuff another try if you don't quite gel with it the first time around, because the second time I'm really enjoying it and I think I get it a bit more. It's a real slow burner. But so I wanted to mention there's this chapter, this is the chapter I read last night. I literally could not put this down last night because I got to a chapter, I just hit myself in the face with my bookmark. I got to a chapter last night where, it's gonna sound super weird, it tells the story of how the plague started and how the plague reaches the family in this book. Which sounds bizarre and like not a very delightful bedtime story, but honestly, the way it was written, I was absolutely captivated by it. It was like the story of these fleas like passing from one person to the other. Honestly, I was absolutely captivated by it, and now I'm kind of obsessed with this book and I really want to read the rest of it. So turns out all it took was a lovely warming tale of the plague. Anyway, that's probably enough chat about the Black Death for one vlog. Anyone else though? Does anyone know what I mean? I find it deeply, deeply terrifying, and like all the descriptions of it and like the big growths that like push your head to one side and stuff, and the doctors, the beaky doctors, terrifying. Well, it is much later now. Today has run away from me at the speed of light. I'm not a very fast runner, so I had no chance of catching up. I have been working all afternoon, so picked a great day to vlog today. I've just about finished though, which is great because there was a spin class this evening that I wanted to do, and I think I'm gonna be ready to do that on time, so that is marvellous. Spinning is like, I can't really believe it's happened to me. I don't know how I have become this person who has found an exercise that they enjoy, but it literally keeps me sane for half an hour, 45 minutes most days. I am gonna get ready to sweat. The big tomato energy will be coming through any minute now. So I'm just gonna sort my desk out. Oh, I should show you these actually. Look how cute these are. I could not believe it happened, simply unheard of in my life, but I actually ran out of notebooks recently. Normally, I think my whole adult life since I was about 15, who doesn't have a secret passion for beautiful notebooks? And since I've literally been a teenager, I've always had like stacks and stacks of empty notebooks ready to use. For one reason or another, I finally completed my pile of notebooks recently, so I treated myself to 2 new ones from Papier, and they're so beautiful. Look, I got this one, which is like a hardcover, and And it says, Lucy Wood, little thoughts and big ideas. And then I also got this little mini yellow one, which is like the same pattern, but just in this lovely golden yellow. And this one says notes and lists. So this is for my like day-to-day, daily to-do lists and stuff. I just think they're so beautiful. I absolutely love them. Papillon notebooks are always beautiful. I have got a code for £10 off, I think, actually. A referral code, so I will make sure to leave that in the description box. So what else as well, which I can show you, which is in front of me right now. I have rediscovered the art of the mind map and the coloured pen. I have not drawn a mind map probably since university, and I've rediscovered the power of them, but I am yet to buy any big paper, so I've been taping together sheets of like A4 paper in order to make one big one so that I can do a big mind map with my coloured pens. I really, do you know what? The power of the mind map. It's a forgotten art in my life, but I'm so glad to have rediscovered it. I'm not good at like compartmentalising. I'm not good at thinking of one thing at a time and like logically following that thought through. My brain is literally just like bleh all the time. And normally it all comes alive, particularly at night time, and that's why I sleep quite badly. Also caffeine. But doing mind maps at the moment, especially because I'm thinking about like projects and that, is really helping me. It's like a good way of me just being able to be like bleh, and coloured pens especially really help me put all that together. That was how I revised for everything back in school as well. Like I would do all colour coordinated mind maps. They were always like super neat and pretty as well, and if I made a mistake I would like throw it away and start again. Perfectionist? What? Okay, I think I'm done for today, but I just want to quickly show you as well the kind of like finished hallway. There's one thing that we still have to do. I always feel like a bit of a fraud calling it a hallway. It's literally a staircase. So I know you've all seen the stairs 1,000,001 times, but tiny little update is that I stained the banister to match, and was actually amazed by how much difference it made. It looks so much nicer. The final little detail that we have added please mind the massacred cat toy. The final little detail, which I've been meaning to add in for absolutely ages, was this little shelf just above the radiator. So I added in these prints a while ago, and then this lovely like chunky floating shelf I actually picked up from Etsy. I'll make sure to link the sellers down below because it's really beautiful. It took a while to arrive, but obviously they're all handmade, so it's just really, really beautiful. I've added a little string of hearts plant, which is an absolute nightmare to untangle, but it looks very nice. This is from a little small shop which I've featured here before. I'll make sure to link her down below as well. Adam came home with these the other day for me, so that was very nice. Like, this is the view that you now have when you first come into the house. And I just think it's really cute and pretty, and it looks so much more put together than it did before, so that's just about done. The last thing that I think I want to do is add a big hanging light instead of this spotlight. I think it would be nicer to have something that drops down a bit and fills in the space. But we'll get around to that at some point. If you've been following along with the house stuff, you might be wondering how we're getting on with this ramshackle old kitchen. This is kind of like the last big thing that we need to do, is get a new kitchen done. And it's taken me a really long time, but I think I finally settled on like a layout that we're gonna go for. It will include the living room fridge. We will finally have a fridge in the kitchen. It's gonna be a glorious day. So that bit is exciting. As for the kitchen itself, I don't think that's gonna be too exciting because it's such a small space. And we want to keep it fairly simple. We're not extending anymore or anything. There's not a whole lot that we can do with the layout or anything. I've tried to be clever with it, but I mean, options are limited. But it will just be lovely to have new floor, freshened walls. We've got some open shelving. I think that'll look really pretty. But I'll keep you updated with how we get on with that when we get around to actually, you know, going for it and we get the ball rolling properly. I will be sure to vlog it because I really enjoyed documenting the bathroom renovation. That was really fun. I think the next step is now I need to bring our builders back in to like have a look at my plan and check that it's all going to work. Then we'll order the kitchen, get them to fit it. Hey presto, super simple, right? It's basically exactly the same conundrum that I had with the bathroom, of me like designing my Pinterest room of dreams and then realizing it doesn't actually fit into our into our house, and also me designing the Pinterest room of dreams and Adam being like, well, where are we gonna put the glasses and where are we gonna put the mugs and where are you planning on having our saucepans, and me being like, no questions please. So we have officially made it to the end of the day. I spun spunneth upon the spin. I actually did back-to-back classes, and now I feel like I might die. But you might notice I did not spin in this. I'm actually trying on a little Asos order that I placed because we are going to an engagement party tomorrow. Every time I say these things, I'm like, I can't believe I'm at the point in life now where I go to engagement parties. I need to get on board with it though, because engagement parties are pretty much our entire life now. Next year, we are going to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 weddings. I kid you not, 6 weddings. And I think this is just gonna be our social life now for the next like few years or so. We exclusively only see people at weddings, hen do's and stag do's. So I thought I'd show you what I ordered to try. Looking at it now, I'm like, at what point in the day did I order these? Because there's some terrible decisions here. So this green one is the first one. I popped on a pair of heels, which I also picked up. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna wear heels. I'm not sure if I'm up for that. But I feel like it showcases the dress to me best as possible. I think it's a Topshop dress via Asos, RIP Topshop, there goes my youth. And I kind of like it. I kind of like the print, but I'm not sure. I don't know how well you're able to see. This quite intense ruched sleeving that's going on is making me feel a little bit like I've got casts on my arms, or just kind of like a Victorian matron. I feel like they had big cuffs like this. I'm not sure it's the one, but it's very pretty. I like the print. Option 2, also green. I was clearly having a green moment in my life. My bedroom is now green, plants everywhere. Shrek. I quite like this, even though it's a bit plain and boring. Like, I like the little sleeve. It's a bit too big for me, which is a shame. But I think it's quite cute. I like the colour of it. It's like a forest green kind of colour, and it's nice and floaty, and I could definitely wear shorts underneath that, which is a bonus. But it is quite low cut, which I don't normally go for. And maybe it's just a bit boring. And the other option that I have is a bit of a rogue one. It's this jumpsuit, which I do really like, and I think it's super cool, but I haven't got the confidence to wear this right now. It is actually so cool. It's got this nice little collar. I love the little belt. I feel like 2 years ago I probably would have worn this with great confidence, but now I'm like, this is really diving in at the deep end. I think I'll pass on this one, but I feel like I'll regret it in 6 months' time. Either way, I don't think it's quite right for tomorrow anyway, but RIP to all the clothes that we haven't had the confidence to wear. This isn't an option for tomorrow. I just thought it was really cute. It's this little gingham playsuit. This is actually like little shorts. It's like super floaty, really, really baggy and lightweight. It's almost like, I don't know if you'll be able to see how close, but it's got this little kind of like, what do you call that? Broderie anglaise. And also, slightly too much information, it really smells horrible. It smells damp, which is making me not want to keep it. Obviously it would wash out, but that's kind of gross. So that wasn't quite the success that I was hoping for. I feel slightly deflated and defeated after that. Good old clothing try-ons. They're always so great for one's self-confidence levels. The more I think about it, and the more I tried on these slight disasters, the more I think this was actually quite nice. So tomorrow, when I've got my hair and makeup on, and I'm all dolled up, you know what I mean? When I'm looking my best, and I've made a bit of an effort, and I've got my lashes and my brows on, I'm gonna try this again. I'm not sure I'm gonna do heels with it, but I think it actually might look quite cute with trainers or Converse or something. So this one will live to see another day. The shoes though, I'm definitely gonna keep these. I did buy them in this color also, but because this is more of like a leathery, plasticky thing, I think they're gonna be more uncomfortable. But I should probably only keep one, and I think they're more likely to go with more stuff. So I'm back in my scruffs. I've landed on the sofa, and I just had a message from Adam to say that I am in charge of ordering a pizza. Adam is on his way home from work now. It's quite late. It's 25 to 7 and he's still on his way home from work. He's having quite a stressful, super busy time at the moment. So pizzas for a little treat tonight. I'm excited. We're going to order from Forezza, which is like our absolute favourite pizza place. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and keeping me company. I really appreciate it. It's filling the void a little bit now that I'm kind of realising that I'm back to working on my own way more. It's nice to have some pals to chat to. So I hope you're doing well. I hope life's okay right now. I hope you're looking after yourself and taking good care of yourself. And don't forget the 30% Decenio discount code if you've been thinking about switching things up, sprucing your place up, a few new prints here and there. Now's the time to go for it. So I'm going to leave all the details for that in the description box down below. I think the fact that Flo has set up camp on here and is clearly loving life means that it's time for me to go. Look at that. Florence You don't know you're bloody born, you cat. Look at your life. It's ridiculous. I/we, because she's never far away. We will see you very soon with another video. Take care. Mwah. Say bye. Bye.